I'm so tired, I don't have anything really funny to say, except beeple bopple. Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's episode 17 of What's on the Bench Weekly. And if you are not familiar with What's on the Bench Weekly, this is an opportunity for me to show you all of the projects that are currently on the bench and things that are happening and products that come in and reviews and all kinds of good stuff. This week is going to be very light because I have been focusing all of my attention on monthly Mayhem. This monthly Mayhem, myself and 7 of my fellow YouTubers in the RC scale hobby realm are working, not together, but are working towards making the Vanquish Phoenix straight axle kit go fast. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's probably already too much. But that's basically wrapping up in the next couple of days. By the time you've seen this, we've already submitted our 2 final photos of our final trucks for audience participation judging. There will be a bracket. Vanquish is going to host it on their Instagram page. And I sincerely hope you vote for mine because I like it a lot and it looks really cool. Who knows if it goes fast? Who cares? At this point, I'm just happy to be done. I haven't even driven it yet, but I'm done the building part. That part is finished. And I'm really excited about this challenge. Myself, Josh from Harley Designs, K-Pop RC, Turks and Jerps, West Desert Wheeler, CCXRC, RC Review, and Tomley RC are all participants in this monthly Mayhem, and it's going to be very exciting. More details on that to come. The final videos will be posted, I believe, next Thursday. So when What's on the Bench Weekly 18 comes out, you'll be able to see our final videos. That's very exciting. Not on the bench today because I can't show it to you yet. I mean, I guess I could. No, I'm not going to share it now. That's spoilers galore. There's all kinds of really cool stuff going on that, including something that I think is pretty neat, and that is carbon fiber. We're laying carbon fiber in molds, and this is the mold that I made. I can show this because it doesn't really give you a great idea of what this is, but this 3D printed mold was then used to pour in some silicone rubber to make another mold. And now you've got a 2-piece mold. All you do is remove your silicone mold, throw in some mold release agent, and then fill this full of carbon fiber fabric or chop toe or whatever you've got handy. Add some resin, get it all nice and goopy, and then put this back in. Clamp that down under extreme pressure, leave it in a vise for 24 hours, and out comes carbon fiber pieces. I am pretty blown away. Josh over at Harley Designs, he created this method, and I'm really impressed with how well it worked. This is something I'm going to be doing all the time. It's incredible how easy it is to make convincing and strong carbon fiber pieces that are super lightweight and look fantastic. You will see it on the Instagram post. Anyway, that's something cool that I've been working on, and something I'm certainly going to be doing a lot more of. I'm like honestly blown away. It's very, very cool. Now, the reason the Max Smasher from FMS is back on the bench is there were a lot of questions that came up from the review video. 2 things that I did not cover that I really should have. It would have saved me a lot of time. Actually, would have saved Rebecca a lot of time answering questions. But there are a couple of things. Yes, you do get gaskets and seals for the friction shocks. You can add a couple drops of oil and then they become oil-filled shocks, and they will dampen out a lot of that bounciness that you see there that can be fairly annoying and performance sucking. So you can make those oil-filled shocks. I didn't mention that. Why not? Because I wasn't really paying attention. Honesty is the best policy. The other thing, the axles are unlocked. They're unlocked diffs. And there were a lot of questions about whether or not that could be changed. Yes, plastic lockers are included. So you can make this a locked diff truck if you wanted. I wouldn't do it because it's a monster truck and I like having unlocked diffs and a nice tight steering radius. This is a really cool little truck though. I'll be sure to put a link down below where you can pick one up. They are going fast. I'm not surprised because it is very good for the size that it is. Hard body, monster truck looks, nice powerful motor, 2-speed transmission, and pretty darn decent looking monster truck tires. So there you go. Yeah, that's on the bench only briefly because there were a couple of those questions that I wanted to make sure I answered before I took it off the bench. So let's get it out of here. Oh, one other final thing on the FMS FCX24 Max Smasher. There are a host of option upgrade parts. Should have covered this before I threw the box over here. Different wheels and tires, metal lockers, metal differentials, so you can have metal bits down there. Aluminum shocks, motor heatsink, metal drive gear, aluminum links, track unit set. Hello, tracks. Send them my way. A metal universal drive shafts, brass wheel counterweights. Like, I don't think this thing needs any more weight in there. And then aluminum wheels and tires. So already a host of potential upgrades that are going to be available. If that's FMS's first shot at putting out some option parts, I can only imagine what the third-party retailers will start doing. So I think there's going to be a lot of support for that vehicle. The first one, the FCX24, which I did not like the look of, did very, very well. So I'm sure we're going to see a lot of cool stuff coming for that. All right, next on the bench is a big giant banner. Hey, cool. Dave's Discount Motors, or DDM for short, they sent me a bunch of stuff courtesy of, or through K-Pop RC for the Baja. There's some cool stuff in this. First, and probably most importantly, we've got some new tires here. We're going to be using the same wheels, but let's get into these, take a look at them. Hey, you know, I made this knife. Oh, well, I assembled it anyway. Check these out. These are some seriously meaty tires. Shifted into H. These are the Mad Max 5B Big Diggers. And this is the outside, just so you know. Ribbed for my pleasure on the inside. But these look fantastic. These are going to be a great tire. Definitely a lot more bite and a lot more strength than the stock tires that come in the kit. The stock tires were very soft, so these are going to be a nice upgrade for sure, and we'll get those on there very shortly. Front tires also going to be a lot grippier. Look at that. It looks like a motocross tire. I'm like really excited about these. They do look fantastic. So thank you very much to DDM for sending those my way. They also sent along some replacement beadlock rings. These are a much firmer plastic than the stock ones as well. They're basically black, so there's no dyeing these like there would be with the stock ones. But these are going to serve much better because there's a lot of torque now in the Flux version, and you want to keep those tires on the bead. So that's going to help tremendously. Hey, all right. Now I have a toque, or beanie, as some of you south of the border might call it. Some long bits. These are the long bits in the sizes that you need for a Baja. So I already had them all, but mine were all super short. So very cool to have these. Thank you very much, Dave at Dave's Discount Motors. Speaking of the Baja, let's put it up on the bench. Let's, even in a clean studio, this thing just is so unwieldy. There you go. That's good enough. We are one step closer because now I've got a Reef's Beast 1000 5th scale servo. We're gonna plop that in before the weekend because I want to get this thing out for a rip. We'll be changing the wheels and tires. We'll be getting that servo installed. And then I'm going to find some batteries to put in it because I want to run this on 8S. So we're going to need a couple of big ass batteries, I do believe. Nothing else to report on this, of course. It's exactly as it was the last time we looked at it. Man, I love this thing so much. It's so cool. And it's so great that HPI put these back out, honestly. I think the paint, we'd already checked that out the last time. Yeah, we're gonna get that servo installed here in a few moments, or at least before the weekend, and then we're gonna take this thing out for a rip. I'm so excited. I love this thing so much. I'm really glad that they brought it back. It's sort of one of those things that I've got that FOMO for it, and now I don't, because I have one. And my thanks to Reefs for sending this very big servo out. Because that's going to make a huge difference in making that car run. And there should be plenty of steering power, I think. Oh, one other thing, and this isn't really, I'm not like a GoPro review guy, but I just bought this neck holder for the GoPro. And man, does this thing ever work really, really well. You kind of plop it there. You can do your commentary. They can see your hands controlling things. And it goes where you go. I'm not sponsored by Telesin or anything, but I'll put a link down below to Amazon where I got this because it is super handy. And it's all like mega moldable too, so you can, my neck. It's a great way to get a pretty cool POV without sticking it up on your head. I think this is a little more natural looking. This is a great POV. I think this is sort of the right kind of thing. This neck thing works fantastically well. Boy, if you could only see what was in front of me right now, you'd be blown away. And because this is what's on the bench and I felt bad not actually working on anything, it's just, it's been such a nightmare. The only thing I've been working on and thinking about and doing anything with has been Mayhem. So here is a truck. I have to show a truck at least. This is one of my more favorite possessions. This is a 4Runner built by a very good friend, Tim. He built this. His screen name is Small Factory. It's a 4Runner on a TF2 chassis, but that's about where it ends. Underneath, it's got a GCM racing transmission and transfer case. It's got an axial front axle on links, and then it's got a rear leaf-sprung Curry axle from Vanquish. He did all of the body work and all of the cute little bits and pieces. The interior was his idea. It's just a great looking truck. These wheels are from Eastern Europe somewhere. Ram Wheels, I think, is who makes them. And it just suited the build, I thought, with its tube doors and bouncy rear end. And I think it has I can't remember, but I think, yeah, I did. I put a full engine bay in there. Where's the thing that holds it up? It's gone. Full engine bay that I detailed. That's the RC 4-wheel drive one as well. And I just absolutely love this truck. I just think it's got such a unique look. He bobbed a 4Runner. Why not? And I just wanted to share this one with you because it's one of the things that I have in my collection that I absolutely love. And if I was recording this video tomorrow, you'd also see all the vintage stuff that I just bought. But that's going to have to wait for a very special episode of What's on the Bench because there is a ton of amazing stuff in 2 boxes coming my way. You're going to be blown away. Trust me in that. But yeah, I did want to share this one with you. I think it's a beautiful truck. I hope you do too. And with that, let's just end this episode because I'm tired and I have to edit this and then I have to start editing the monthly Mayhem video again. And I got real work to do too. So that's going to do it. If there is anything you want to see on What's on the Bench that you haven't seen, and I've got ideas for future episodes, including how to travel with your RCs. That's something I really want to cover because I do it a lot. And I think I've got some good tips for you. So we're going to cover all that in an upcoming episode. But if there's anything you see behind me or anything in the collection that I've shown before and you want to see again, put a comment down below. You know I love reading through your feedback, especially Rebecca. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get updates anytime there's a new video on the Scale Builders Guild. I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next week.